Here is your quick and straight to the point Halloween Horror Nights update video.
Let's go. This year Halloween Horror Nights starts September 1st and lasts till November 4th, making it one of the longest Halloween Horror Nights ever. Right off the bat, as soon as you guys get into the park, you will be greeted by this year's icon, Dr. Oddfellow. He will be greeting you guys into the park, welcoming you into Halloween Horror Nights 2023.
Dr. Oddfellow's Collection of Horror is the name of the scare zone at the front of the park, and they also recently put up this wagon that has a stage with little pedals on it that the scare actors can use to activate certain effects.
Our next scare zone is the Dark Zodiac Scare Zone to the right over by Hollywood. This scare zone is going to feature every zodiac sign, including Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, and whatever this one is. Jaden, you can move now.
This set piece and the previous set piece is really the only in-park updates that we can give you for this scare zone. But we can assume as Horror Nights inches closer that this street will be filled with various set pieces for scare actors to stand on and scare people.
Right after Dark Zodiac is the Jungle of Doom Expedition Horror in Central Park. This scare zone is loaded with foliage, a crashed airplane, a parachute. This is going to look awesome with a ton of monsters in it. I can't wait to see this scare zone live.
So, right next to the Men in Black ride, we will be seeing the entrances to the Dr. Oddfellow and the Darkest Deal houses. And as we are filming here today underneath this scaffolding, we see that there is a hot set, so they're probably filming a commercial for the upcoming Horror Nights, which is really cool.
So Jaden, you're excited for Nightmare Fuel coming back?
Yeah, you know, it's a pretty cool show. There's a lot of cool like effects and magic tricks in it, and you know, I remember last year there being a bit of nudity in it, or slight nudity in it. So you know, I audition and I hope I get the role, but we'll see.
Yeah, Nightmare Fuel coming back this time a little bit better. Last year was pretty cool. The year before that was pretty awesome. So excited to see Nightmare Fuel again. Jaden, hopefully, crossing fingers, he can get that role as the person on the rope thing. That'll be awesome. New to this year, Death Eaters are coming to Diagon Alley just like Islands of Adventure. This is a new addition for 2023 Halloween Horror Nights. Next up in San Francisco is Shipyard 32, Horrors Unhinged. This is in the 1940s in San Francisco, and Dr. Oddfellow has shipped all of his horrors to San Francisco, and they break out and roam this scare zone.
So I'm pretty sure we can safely assume that someone will be in here ready to scare the living daylights out of people walking by.
Here in New York, the vampires return for Vamp 69. This is the last scare zone where Oddfellow convinces a group of vampires to go to a music festival in New York City and basically cause chaos. This scare zone has a ton of fun 60s memorabilia, including this awesome bus, as well as a few hippie-related things, like trash cans. I leave Jaden for 2 seconds, and he's just going to look at the drum set real quick. Jaden, what do you think?
Boy, what the hell? They got the group percussion first act drum set. What the?
On top of all the houses, scare zones, Universal's going to have a ton of food offerings, including this booth here. In the alleys of New York is the Last of Us food station. Over by Transformers is another Fedra Last of Us food stand. I'm sure there are many more that's going to come up in the next week.
Go.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Now before we leave you guys, let's reveal the 10 houses for this year's 2023. Starting off strong, Stranger Things Season 4 coming here, 2023 Halloween Horror Nights. Next up, Chucky Kill Count. Now this was the first house that was released. Next up is Exorcist Believer, the new Blumhouse movie coming this October. And lastly, The Last of Us, which we already talked about. We showed the cards. Now what about Universal's own houses? So we're starting off Universal Classic Monsters Unmaxed. This one's going to take place in Paris. Very excited for this one. Yeti Campground Kills. This one's going to be not Yetis but Bigfoot, but we're not going to talk about that. Dueling Dragons, based on the Dueling Dragons roller coaster. Dueling Dragons Choose Thy Fate with 4 different endings. Very excited for this one. Next up is The Darkest Deal. This one's going to be very, very interesting. And we're going to have Dr. Oddfellow's original house, which may or may not feature one of everyone's favorite icon. Not going to mention any names whatsoever. And last but not least, Blood Moon Dark Offering. This year is going to be a phenomenal lineup. I cannot wait to bring you guys along. Well, until then, we will see you guys September 1st. I hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
This set piece and the previous set piece is really the only... This set piece and... So, right next to the Men in Black ride, we'll...
Jungle of Doom is one of the coolest scare zones this year. This guy takes place in...
Go!
Thank you guys so much for watching. Now, before we finish this up, let me tell you...
So, right next to the Men in Black ride, we will be seeing the entrances to the Dr. Oddfellow house, as well as the... What's the darkest what?
The Darkest Deal.
The dark...